agent. Free agent, Irish Car Bomb Sean Mulligan. How'd you do this?
When you're the global professional wrestling GM and you represent the gold standard, the best want to play in this company, Steve Kenton. He came to me.
The dancing, alcohol drinking, very, very vocal and exciting Irishman. The Car Bomb, the Irish Car Bomb, Sean Mulligan, to face, what do they say, from Norway?
He's a Viking.
Oh, he's a Viking, huh? I thought he was a demonic barbarian, and now he's a Viking.
He's on a raid. He's always going somewhere. And I don't like him very much, but you know why? He calls me the round one. I don't appreciate it.
Well, Kalmar The Raider was obviously displeased in Kenton's corner about the fact that he had a mystery opponent lined up for this particular occasion.
Kalmar The Raider will issue a Raider Open Challenge to anyone in GPW who's willing to accept and step foot in the ring.
You know why I'd be upset if I was Kalmar The Raider? That I have a doofus as a manager.
Well, that individual that you have choice words for, Chazz Moretti, is a manager of champions, an agent of champions, and no matter who he's managed, they have gone straight to the top of every single promotion that they've been involved in. Chazz Moretti is a brilliant man that has all of the bells and whistles, all the dots connected to give. Wow, that was a choice response by Kalmar The Raider. What a tool this guy is! And he carries around those medieval weapons as well. He might as well call those tools as well.
Let me rephrase that, Steve Kenton. You cannot argue the legacy of Chazz Moretti and what he brings to his clients. But he's been running me down for months, and I'm tired of it.
So your answer is a surprise opponent, and what a surprise this is, as Mulligan is not here to have a scientific classic. He's here to pound on Kalmar's head and teach him a lesson or two about respect. What a back body drop that was.
Kalmar loves to fight, and who better to give him a fight than Irishman?
Sean Mulligan has held championships everywhere he has gone. In tag team ranks and singles ranks, this is debut. Dancing, parting the shade, preparing to take flight. Nope, he faked everybody out. He has everybody ducking for cover. And one of the staples to Mulligan's offense is he always is so quick and tries to outthink and outmaneuver and sometimes outquick and outwit his opponents when they least expect it. And that's part of the fun and engaging personality that Mulligan brings to the ring that very, very few others possess. Moretti obviously on the defensive, walking away from Mulligan. He does not want to experience any of those vicious chops at the hands of Mulligan. But Kalmar throwing some vicious ones as well. Who's going to have the thrilling performance of the night? The man who has dominated tag team wrestling and is one of the most unpredictable and intimidating performers on a GPW ring. Or is it going to be the debuting Sean Mulligan in this circumstance?
Well, if the fans have anything to say about it, I think you got your answer.
Time for the Panda down and one. The fist drop after drinking the shot, and there it is. He's known for the hangover as well. A devastating fireman's carry neck breaker. And he might be softening him up little by little and getting in that right frame of mentality to have the joy and the fun of partying it up and celebrating with all these new fans of his at Global Professional Wrestling tonight. Mulligan, an outstanding win-loss record in every and all promotions he's ever been a part of. Quick pickup and elevation, but Kalmar had the wherewithal and the innovation to get his feet up. And Kalmar, one of the toughest on two legs with crazy, amazing agility and a lot of power. We've seen him deadlift opponents nearly twice his size before, and Kalmar tripped down Mulligan and now is trying to get his advantage on the Irish Car Bomb.
Kalmar makes no bones about it. His personal raid is there every day of his life, and he does. And look at that! Look at that's what you get right there. You see what I'm talking about, Steve Kenton?
This is all on purpose, Ahrendt. Moretti and Kalmar are firmly aware that the staple of the offense for Kalmar is to attack the back, the neck, and the spine, and the head of the opponent. And if Kalmar can lock in the Blood Eagle submission, that might be the very, very end for anyone that steps in the ring with Kalmar the Raider. He is that dangerous. And he's like an out-of-control devil in that ring. Watch out. Flying knee. That shot might have broken a bone in his face, potentially. But Mulligan will not stay down, and he knows that in order to make an impression, he has to be very quick and aggressive, and he has to take the fight to this opponent and show everybody that he is here in a new spot to reign supreme, and that's in global professional wrestling.
Well, you don't mock the likes of Sean Mulligan, so that was a mistake on Kalmar's part, but he's gotten back, and he has got the upper hand once again.
Kalmar, a very poisoned, sick, and sadistic individual. He has that very peculiar mentality that he just wants to pick apart his opponents and feast on the flesh. And even all of those bizarre war markings and those war cries and all those weapons that he carries with him, he makes it very, very dangerous and very strange and maniacal. And somehow, some way, Mulligan continues to want to continue to fight on against this very, very difficult and unpredictable opponent.
Well, you've got two opponents here that will never give up willingly, so this is going to be a Donnybrook right up until that final bell.
This was Kalmar's open challenge. This wasn't your particular night to say that Kalmar had a distinct opponent. Kalmar believes that this is his ring to rule, and he's going to make an example out of Mulligan, maybe to rub it into the rest of global professional wrestling, and you in particular, Aaron, that he can't be held back in any and all divisions when it comes to being the best inside of this ring.
Well, you get a victory over a guy like Mulligan, and you would definitely be in consideration for bigger and better plans here in GPW. But if he wants that, he's going to have to win, and that's no guarantee.
Devastating stretch right here. Kalmar testing the flexibility of the rotator cuffs in Mulligan's shoulders. Mulligan can't see his opponent, can't defend himself, and obviously in terms of power, Kalmar can measure up to Mulligan, and now he manages to find a reversal out of that into a pinning predicament, a combination for a near fall. Kalmar had the right idea. Keep Mulligan grounded. That way, standing, Mulligan can't do the damage. And Kalmar once again has driven down Sean Mulligan very badly in the middle of the ring.
Kalmar is not taking advantage of this moment. He's listening to Chazz, and Chazz is telling him to finish it. So we've got a bit of miscommunication here. When you have a new manager, I guess that kind of thing can happen, right, Steve?
Have you ever looked into the eyes of Kalmar the Raider, Mr. Ahrendt? He has those wild, maniacal eyes that just freeze you in your tracks. You don't know how to react when you see this guy.
Well, I'll tell you about that reaction. It's going to be frozen peas for dinner tonight.
His personality is so complex, and Mulligan sees an opening because Kalmar has been straddled at a top rope before. I think Mulligan must have watched a previous tag team title bout involving the Horde, and maybe he found a weakness in this Viking that you would have never expected. Check this out.
This might be the end right here.
Mulligan wants to try a superplex. Kalmar trying to fight out of it.
Uh-oh. Could be a power bomb. Hey, he got it. That might be it.
Snapping, takedown,
Can he get the cover,
distance.
though? Kalmar is hurt. Can he get the cover?
Kalmar struggling, former tag team champion, trying to get redemption off of that loss at Side Street against the Calendar Kid. Oh, so close. Very close. You know, I think the back of Mulligan has been hurt to the point of no return. We might be a Blood Eagle submission away from Kalmar ruling this ring and putting everyone on notice. He will silence the masses at GPW tonight if he can defeat Mulligan. But Mulligan with a counter, he might go for it here. Hangover attempt, but Kalmar trying to get out of it.
This action is absolutely intense.
Well-placed elbows. Spinebuster by Mulligan. How the heck did he recover to hit that move? Also close. Very impressive back and forth battle between these two individuals in a high-pressure environment. Everyone wants to be a winner at Global Professional Wrestling tonight for GPW's debut at the Posen Civic Center.
That's the Posen Dome.
And Mulligan Mulligan might try to kick the face off of Kalmar. He got caught. Watch out. Oh, wow. Again, Kalmar shows his power.
That could be all.
From 7 feet in the air.
He didn't cover.
That's surprising.
You got it.
But
cover.
Kalmar wants to humiliate Mulligan. Shooting star. Missed everything.
That's going to cost him. That could very well change the entire dynamic of this match.
A mistake like that at this juncture of the match does not bode well for Kalmar the Raider and Chazz Moretti. And Moretti, with a vested interest in Kalmar the Raider's future, among others, as he mentioned earlier tonight. Scooping power slam. Talk about recovery time. How did Kalmar do that? Deadlifting Mulligan. How on earth did he pick up 230 pounds like this week? And he planted him again. Devastating. He's not done yet.
He can't possibly do it again.
He did. He could deadlift this man for reps. Look at this power. This is amazing. Mulligan swinging for the hills, trying to get out of the grasp of Mulligan. Look at that!
The hangover came!
There it is!
He hit it!
Is Kalmar going to be able to escape? No way! The Irish car bomb! Sean Mulligan has won his debut!
Chazz Moretti left him in the ring!
Sean Mulligan!
Drinking on the job.
I have no comment.